difficulties. Make sure you charge your devices. That's the best thing I can say anytime. And I mean, it wasn't just that. I had some issues on my end as well, but you know how things go. We're back, so that's all that
Back.
matters. We are back.
Fucking
Uh,
black.
Back in black. We were talking about the top teams. We were talking about just some things with Rudy Gobert. We were talking about, uh, and before I mean after you left, I was talking about the Hawks in general. Uh, you got any critiques for Memphis? Not just offseason moves, just like moving forward. What do you think they need to do to get back on the path?
Um, Stop chunking up and shooting a whole bunch of threes. I know they're trying to catch up with everybody in the league, but where they excelled and why they were so good these past couple of years was their paint presence, not only defensively but driving the ball. And not only when Ja was there, but when he was missing, they also had a good paint presence. And I guess maybe because Steven Adams is in there to set the screens, Jaren doesn't really know how to come into thing. But dude, you're almost 7 feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jerry, you're in your fifth, 6 years maybe in the NBA, and you should be at that takeoff level. You shouldn't be having inconsistent games. Like one game he can drop 30, and then another game he doesn't. And it looks like Desmond Bain is the alpha of the team right now. He's the top dog scorer. He's doing great. He's doing great, but it's only so much he can do.
that's
If
true.
he doesn't have help from others.
No, I agree with you on that. I've watched a couple Memphis games and it's really they're missing Ja Morant. There's no sugarcoating that. Like I said, they need an alpha. They need somebody who can drive the game the way that Ja Morant drives it. So um, we'll see what they look like when he comes back. What was it? A 25 game?
25 games. How many games we into the season now? About
Let's see. Memphis has played I think 12. Let's see.
and
Memphis.
they only won two of them.
They won three. They're 3-9.
They beat
So
They beat the Spurs, man. I was shocked. Jaren actually gave Wembanyama the buckets.
the Spurs are 3-10. Like even
Oh
though,
wow.
yeah, even though Wembanyama is living up to what we thought he was going to be, they're still growing. I wouldn't say they're frauds, but I would say they're still young and they're still trying to get used to that pop system and adding Wembanyama because sometimes there's times where this man is open in the post and it's like these young guys they want to take their own shots. Like Keldon Johnson, he wants to take his own shot sometimes. He's like, I'm open too. Like I'm a player too. Like I'm not just here to pass it to Wembanyama. So I get
You
it.
got to realize who you are, man. You realize who you are
Yeah,
in the system.
I get it though. Like
But
it's like I joined to be a basketball player, not just to pass the ball to
I
the
get it.
new the latest trend in the basketball.
Yeah,
Like
the
I'm not
latest and
about.
greatest. Yeah.
Yeah, I was here first. I made my mark first. So, but so let's move on to we talked about top teams. Let's talk about these fraud teams, like teams you would think should be higher than they are, but they're just not doing it. So I'm gonna start with the Suns. And I know with the Suns, they didn't have, their core starting out. Really, it was just Durant carrying them. But
Yeah.
what's the excuse now? Now that they have everybody, like,
Yeah, I know. Right? And I can't believe, wow, Chris Paul is actually gone. That's crazy.
yeah, with the
You
Warriors
really
now.
trying to get him a ring?
I mean, he had no choice. They got rid of him, so it's like,
Yeah.
so
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what it. I don't know what it is that they need. It's just they got what they need. They got what they need. They're just struggling. I can't understand it.
yeah. You think they're frauds, or you think they're just having
They're
a little?
frauds, man.
They're
I
frauds.
think they're frauds.
Yeah, it's KD is still playing out his mind, of course, but it's like I don't think that's a good fit anymore. Like Booker, ball. You got like three ball dominant people. You got Bill, Booker,
Yeah,
and then you got KD, and it's like you got rid of Chris Paul, who is the guy who can coordinate everything for people
yeah,
who are like on their own. Pretty much, they're
yeah.
just gunslingers. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, the Warriors have
I don't understand. They keep trying to simulate these super teams, but it has
it's
to be a leader.
they
Yeah, it
want
has to be
they
a leader.
want quick wins, quick money, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like it's not translating into to um to wins. It's just translating into quick, spurts. Like they already tried that with the Nets, and the Nets look at the Nets now.
Yeah.
Uh,
They did absolutely nothing. That's all those years. They only played almost probably 10 games together.
yeah, that's it. And it's the same guys that we're talking about. We've been talking about Harden. We've been talking about Kyrie. We've been talking about
Yeah.
KD, and they're on different teams. And I mean, Kyrie doing his thing with Dallas, but you got Luka Doncic, so like
Yeah.
you gonna be a good
Everybody
team.
can do their thing on offense, but the thing is, it's not many players that are willing to play offense and defense anymore.
Yeah,
It's just not that anymore. Other than like Kawhi and a few other people, and I think that's what really lacks people from winning championships. And I think that's what the Nuggets have. They have a defense as well.
yeah,
I don't think they lack to. Joker actually plays defense.
yeah. How do you feel about the Warriors right now? They're struggling too.
They got a lot of things going on, but you know the Warriors, man. Though there are rivals, an arch nemesis, they always kick it up towards the end of the season. And
Yeah,
if they could just make it to the play-in, they're dangerous.
yeah, that's true. They're
They
very
have that. They have that experience.
yeah. They're
A
another
lot of
team
people
that has to be healthy. You know, Steph has to be healthy for them to win these games out because when Steph goes down, it's just like a whole different team. They don't
Yeah,
play with the same energy. Clay is like not as automatic as he used to be. He's slowing down
yeah,
due to all his injuries, but
yeah,
and Draymond he just stays in trouble. So
yeah.
uh, it's hard, especially when you prioritize those guys, sticking them as a core, and then you get rid of people like Jordan Poole. Um,
Yeah.
you're not really enriching your young people to take over for because Steph Curry he's not going to be here forever. Clay is not going to be here forever, and Draymond's not going to be there forever either. So
Yeah. They have 3 years max. Three,
yeah,
four, 3, 4, yeah, 3, 4. Not 3 years max, but as far as it's like getting some more championships with each
yeah.
other. Otherwise, it's just gonna be the Uncle Drew crew, the old school that come out. Y'all young bucks, something real quick. We ain't going to the championship, but we're gonna show you if you yeah. So
Yeah, and then another team I'm just like the Pistons. You know, you got Cade Cunningham. Um, I would think they would be like a middle of the road team, like at
Pistons, I
least
don't know. They might be cursed, man. I don't know
yeah.
what's up with the Pistons.
I
They
would thought
might just be
it.
cursed.
Yeah, I would thought they'd at least be like 10th right now in the rankings. Like they shouldn't be last.
I guess they reaping what they sold back in all the '90s and early
Yeah,
2000s. So
yeah,
I guess it's all that calamity coming on them now.
yeah. They've been this tough
But they've
team.
been dead last terrible every year.
Yeah, I thought this year was gonna be a little bit better for them, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Any other fraud teams you can think of? Anybody else that just kind of strikes you as should be better, but I don't think they're gonna get any better.
I would say the Pelicans, man. They look good, and they look like championship materials, but they're frauds.
Yeah,
Whether Zion's healthy or not, prayers up for C.J. McCollum and his heart issue.
yeah,
I pray, we pray the Most High heals him, but they got all those players on there, and Zion, I believe Zion's a fraud.
you think he's a fraud, or you think he just can't stay healthy?
I think Zion's a fraud. Sorry. Even
That's-
when he healthy, he has a. Maybe it might just because he can't stay healthy. Maybe that might just what it is. What it might be, but I give no excuse for anyone, man, because who my favorite player is Kobe.
yeah,
Kobe
I mean,
was never healthy.
yeah, that's true. That's another thing we were talking about, like broken fingers,
The
ankles,
torn
knees.
Achilles,
Yeah,
torn ligament, knees, ice pack on the head, on the knee, on the thing,
yeah,
and still go out there. I don't use injuries as excuses, and they don't even play as rough anymore.
Yeah,
Nobody
shoot.
plays 82 games this season. That is the whole reason they have this in-season tournament, just to get players to actually play, because nobody gonna play. Oh, my toenail clipped off. I'm out for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's transition to the in-season tournament since you brought it up. You understanding what's going on, or you just?
I'm not actually sure what this is. I just knew. I feel like the NBA set it up. I'm not sure how it works. I think the team that wins or whatever, they get money, extra money.
Yeah, right? they get cash considerations.
They get bonus cash, and they get like a little trophy. I guess bragging right.
Yeah.
But I think it was a thing to kind of not force, but encourage people to play, because a lot of people miss out. A lot of people don't like playing till the end of the season.
Yeah.
They be out the whole season, and it be minor stuff. No one plays 82 games anymore.
Yeah. So the way it works is they've chosen random teams based off schedule to break them up into groups. So you got like Group A on the West would be like the Lakers and I think Utah and somebody else. And then you got Group B, Group C. And then the East got the same thing. Group A, Group B, Group C. They play their games like it's just like it'll be like every other Friday or whatever that they're playing what they call in-season tournament games. Those records go towards deciding who comes out on top in those seeds. So you get one person to come out on top for each group, and then you get wild card teams. From those wild card teams and the teams that won, you get a seeding. So it's like after that you start the actual tournament. So the in-season tournament is just like how FIBA does it. It's like group play, and then you do an actual tournament. So from there, it's like the 4 best teams from the West, the 4 best teams from the East, they all play, and then in Vegas, you decide between the East and the West who's the champion.
I like that. I like that though.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool thing to do.
I've been enjoying it. I don't like all the courts though. Sometimes I'm just like looking at the presentation of the courts. Some of the courts are like either too red, too green. Sometimes I'm just like, some courts look cool. Like the Hawks, I think they have a good color. Like it's like light blue. So it kind of comes off good on TV, but I don't know how that looks in person. I would love to go to a game, an in-season tournament game in person, but I'm pretty sure those tickets are expensive too.
I like the different things they're coming up with. City edition jerseys. I like everything that I think the league is improving in a lot of ways, but it's a lot of ways it still needs to improve.
Have you seen everybody's city jersey or?
I haven't seen everybody's city jersey. I actually haven't. That's actually something I do got to look at. Or maybe I haven't been paying attention. I probably have seen them, but like actually paying attention to detail, I don't forget.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, some of them just like what are they thinking? Some of them just kind of look bland. I know a lot of people like the New York one because it's like, oh, New York. Like, of course. And it has like, it's faded almost. Like it has one New York here and then it's like another. I don't like it, but I did like it on the court. So it's just kind of like a aesthetic thing for me. And it took me a while.
I can't say the best city edition jerseys that came out is that the one that you have, or is that the year 2019?
This is last year's, right?
2020s.
Yeah.
I think 2020. I think 2020 had some good ones. 2021.
Oh yeah, 2020. That was when the Hawks had the MLK. Yeah, the Hawks had the MLK. Those things cold, man.
That's my favorite Hawk one right there. That one's hard.
Yeah.
That one's hard. Yeah.
But yeah,
I like what they're doing though. I mean, I wonder if they ever gonna bring back the Hoochie Daddy short shorts.
I don't think so. I think that era is done.
Maybe it might make people jump higher.
I think that era is done. Just I don't think a lot of players want to play like that.
Yeah, like to have a retro game, one game, everybody have on the sweatbands.
That'd be cool. I would enjoy that, honestly. And then they can have like retro looking cameras. Not necessarily like not necessarily having to be like black and white, but you can like add a filter to make it look, a little bit more retro, and then like have the scoreboard looking like the 90s.
Yeah, I think that would look cool. I think that would be cool.
Just to have
and give them a chance and give them a chance to actually, I would let them play.
Yeah.
Similar to the 90s. I would change the rules for a temporary time, just like they
that
do in this season.
that'd be tough. That'd be so tough.
And the in-season tournament. I think that's what they should do.
Yeah.
When you get towards the top in-season tournament, it's almost like playing Mortal Kombat. You make it the difficulty harder.
Oh yeah, that would be tough.
But a lot of people that we might get injured or this and that. So
Yeah.
I think that would definitely do a sale on the tickets. If the NBA does do that, they need to give credit. Do over here at 285 Live, brother.
Give credit to Priesthood, OTP, outside the perimeter. You always gonna see this man's face. I'm glad to have you here because it's been a long time coming. I love doing these things with y'all. I wish we could have all four of us on at once, but everybody's schedule different. But I'm glad you made time to hit this up. Last thing I want to talk about is the awards. So we're gonna do like early season predictions to see who's gonna win what award. So we're gonna start with Rookie of the Year, and I feel like that's almost unanimously gonna be Wembanyama.
It's obviously up.
But who do you think are contenders for that? Other than Wemby, of course.
Oh, what was the other young man you mentioned earlier?
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah. Of course, he's runner up. He can always improve, and then nobody else is not even going to be close.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing Scoot. I was looking forward to seeing Brandon Miller of the Hornets. I was hoping to see the Thompson twins up there. Everybody's been kind of rocky, and they're rookies. Of course, they're gonna be rocky, but I'm like, like you said, the two big dogs, Wemby and Chet. It's gonna be a battle towards the end. I want to see that, between those two.
Them stats looking tit for tat. Wemby got him a little bit more.
That's a little bit
because his team sucks more, so they need him more.
Yeah, because you're splitting it with SGA and the Thunder, so it's like. But then that might be a factor too. Like you're winning games, could that be a potential factor in Rookie of the Year, or you think they're just gonna go based off stats?
I think they should do that, but But then I guess a lot of times I think they shouldn't because it wouldn't be fair. Like I know now they're starting to do player of the games now for even teams that lose.
Yeah.
I seen the other day, of course the Grizzlies been losing. I seen Desmond Bain got player of the game.
Yeah.
And he actually dropped Wemby.
Yeah.
They didn't show it on ESPN because they can't show their most prized player, but he actually put him on his butt. With the crossover, he hit him with the AI. And,
oh yeah.
I've been seeing that more happen where they'll let the losers get player of the game. I don't know how they do it with player of the month and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It just depends. It depends. I can't say. I think winning is a big part of something. Because then, like I said, that'll go back to my MJ and LeBron go debate with any of that. Winning is the most important thing.
Yeah, winning is the most important. Bigger than any stat out there is you're winning. Because that's the nature of the game. Who do you have for most improved player?
I would say Dillon Brooks right now. It's looking like Dillon Brooks.
Yeah,
That's
Dillon
crazy.
Brooks is showing his butt. It's so weird to say that because it's like, dog, you went out the season. We didn't even think you were going to be playing anymore in the league. They wrote you out. They was like, oh, he's going to be playing in China. He's going to be playing with Dwight in Taiwan, somewhere else. And he has a great international play with the FIBA tournaments and stuff like that. And then he comes back and he's just on fire. So that's a good one. Tyrese Maxey, of course, I said he's been playing out his mind. His numbers had to go from at least 14 to 20 points per game. So now that he ain't got to worry about James Harden or nobody else in his way.
Yeah. I think Anthony Edwards is improving a lot.
Yeah.
He's steady been on the incline.
Yeah. I mean, and the way they did the most improved player like 2 years ago with Ja Morant, I guess that would technically be most improved. Let's see. Shaden Sharp. This is what another article is mentioning. I haven't really seen Shaden Sharp play too much. Cam Thomas, I forgot about Cam Thomas. He's been playing pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And Scotty Barnes with Toronto, of course.
yeah. Scotty Barnes,
Um,
yeah.
let's see, six man of the year.
I just have to do a little more looking in the NBA before
Yeah,
I
I
can.
felt the same way.
Yeah,
Especially since it's not even like the rosters haven't really been set in stone because people have been
yeah,
injured early
yeah,
on.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna name off some of the people that have
Coming up.
been have been coming up. So they have Chris Paul, of course. That's like a shoe in because that's an easy award for this man.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Austin Reeves.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
that's a definite right there, man. He plays out of his mind. They have Malik,
Archimura on the Lakers as well.
yeah,
But definitely
Hachimura,
Austin Reeves over him. Definitely.
yeah, Karis LeVert,
Mm,
Bobby Portis. Um, let's see, Emmanuel Quickly's on there. Tim Hardaway Jr. is on there.
yeah. Come
I
Jr. is
feel
always
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. I feel like those are your standard six man of the year candidates. But
Yeah.
Austin Reeves, that might be the one right
I think
there.
he got that. I think that he might be the one.
Yeah, Cam Reddish has been playing pretty good too. Um,
Austin Reeves, he going to that next level, man. I think
yeah,
he is.
definitely. And of course, let's get to the main attraction, the
What about
NB.
defense?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, DPOI, DPOY. Um, Wemby maybe. Wemby,
Yeah, looking like the way he blocking people.
Wemby's a shutdown defender.
Yeah.
Man. Uh, let's see. NBA.com is saying Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley is a good candidate. Giannis. Same type of people. I'm thinking the same type of people are gonna be in the same the running for it. Jaren Jackson
Yeah.
Jr. of course. I always forget about him, but he is a good defender.
Yeah.
Um,
If you don't get kicked out, yeah.
yeah, that's true. Evan Mobley is a really good defender, and then Giannis, of course. Like
Yeah.
these type of awards, I feel like you're always gonna have the same
Seven
guy.
feet when you're 7 feet is easy.
Yeah, yeah, you're always gonna have the same people.
I remember back in the day where it's like not only you got blocks, it's like it's easy for everybody to get blocks today. But when you got blocks and steals,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, if your block total is like way high, I feel like that should outweigh steals anyway. Or if you're still
yeah,
top, you're still totals are higher than like anybody else. It's like
yeah.
if you're averaging like 5 steals, you should win DPOI.
And sometimes
Um,
people don't get blocks all the time, but they got a good defensive. I forgot what they call it, defensive box plus minus or something like that.
yeah,
Like when
like
they're on the floor, less points are scored. And
yeah, like
honestly,
like Marcus
though
Smart.
Jaron was given defensive player of the year, Dylan Brooks was the heart of our defense.
Yeah,
Our defense was trash when Dylan went on the floor.
yeah.
So I believe that plays a contributing factor, like with any team. The Celtics look like their defense ain't as good as it used to be because Marcus Smart is gone.
I don't think they really even need the defense anymore. They're just
Yeah, when you got so much offense, yeah.
man. I was watching the Celtics versus 76ers game, and I was just like, these folks just don't miss.
Yeah, they don't.
Like
Yeah,
they really don't miss. I've seen like three people jump in somebody's face, and they still just knock down the three. It's like nobody's there,
yeah.
and
That's
it
how them
pisses.
Nuggets. That's how them Nuggets is. I mean, you saw the way the Lakers were playing defense on them. LeBron, AD, they both put their hands up, and Joker just stepped
Yeah,
back. Just throw it like this. And
just like the old uncles.
it just goes right in. It just goes right in like.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's fun to see though. I do enjoy seeing. This year has been a lot better than last year.
Yeah.
It's caught my interest way more. Maybe it's because of the in season tournament, or maybe it's just because I have space to just watch it nowadays.
Yeah.
But I've just been like, I would tune into games I would never think I would watch. Like it'd be just Utah versus the Rockets. I'm like,
Exactly.
just sitting there watching it.
It's good because then a lot of mixing. It's not. Even though they do got these super teams, it's more. I guess it is more talent coming in the NBA, so it's more balanced now.
Yeah,
That may be the thing. What you said earlier was that might be the thing that's true. There is more talent, I guess, You know.
Oh, for sure. All right, who is your MVP? Early predictions, of course. Who is going to be the MVP of the season? Or give me your top three. Give me your top three. They don't have to be in order. Just give me three people that you think is going to be in
I
that
know the
running.
list I said who's the best in the world, right? But if Curry stays healthy, he's always close to getting that MVP. He can be the best scorer in the league. It's so easy for him to score.
Sure.
It's just if he can stay healthy. Joker's number one first, and then Curry, and then I would say Giannis. I still put Giannis over Jason Tatum.
I
Donovan Mitchell coming up in the world too. I put
Yeah.
him number 5.
Okay. So I got my number one, Joker. Number two, Luca. And then number three, I'm torn between Giannis and I'm torn between Jason Tatum. I can't. I have to see like 5 more games to really just be like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
who's doing it. But Luca has been
That's a good list.
dropping.
That's a good list. That's a good
Yeah,
list.
Luca's been dropping like 35 a night. I think he's
Yeah.
hold on. I think he's averaging like at least 30.
I'm just sleeping. That's just me sleeping on Luca. Let's look at the most points on in the highest efficiency. See if you can.
Let's see. Luca is averaging 31. Um 50% shooting, 42 from 3. That's man.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man.
7 rebounds and 8 assists.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Let's see, most efficient basketball player.
What's Curry got right now?
All right, 1 second. So Jokic is the most efficient. He has the highest rating for efficiency, of course. Let's see, Steph Curry. I know Curry's been injured. He did play against the Thunder last game. Let's see, he is averaging 30 points, 47.9 field goal percentage, and 45% from 3. So he's still up there too, like you said. But you know, Luca has assists and he has rebounds, so it's like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
And then let's look at Joker real quick. Joker stats.
It's a league now full of Magic Johnsons and Larry Bird.
Yeah. So Jokic is averaging 30 points a game, 14 rebounds, 9 assists. That's crazy.
Yep. Well, there it goes right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been really had 3 MVPs right now, if we're just being honest.
Yeah. I mean, but again, Embiid was playing out his mind too, so you can't really discount him.
Yeah.
But it's like it is kind of voter fatigue too. They wanted to see somebody different. So
yeah. And
I get
Joker's taking his team farther than Embiid.
Yeah. And I feel like we could have predicted that. We knew the 76ers were going to burn out in the, because that's what James Harden does. He just disappears.
What's crazy is, back in the day, it was rare for the top 5 or top 3 players and best players in the world to be foreign, right?
Yeah.
But now all the foreign players are the best player in the world, so that also does worry us about USA basketball, because top 3 guys, Giannis, Joker, Embiid, Luka. I mean, even Sir Gibbs Alexander, he's isn't he from somewhere else as well?
Yeah, he's from Canada.
So these top players in the next new generation are coming from, they ain't from America. They moving from other places.
Yeah.
Team USA is looking scary, man.
Yeah. I saw this guy, I can't remember his name, but he's in high school. He's 7'6", and he's pretty much has like the Wemby effect. He's American though. And they're giving him the Wemby treatment already. I'm like, he doesn't have the same like athleticism, if that's the right way to phrase it for him.
Yeah.
Because he's just like a catching, layup guy. And literally, like, since he can see the basket, you just like, puts it right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so unfair, man. If I was 7'6", what?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And that ain't gonna get you nowhere in the NBA. They gonna smack your stuff still at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah.
Everybody's jumping. And Wemby, he's looked like he's handling himself well. A lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna push him over. He's skinny, but he's played ball in France. Over there, then you're overseas ball. They play rough.
Yeah, they play rough. They definitely play rough.
There's nothing for them to come over here. If he's
Yeah.
playing in America, he gonna he's not gonna be as good as Wemby. I perceive. I don't think he will be unless he go play some overseas ball a little bit.
We'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. And time is running out for us. Final words, final thoughts on the NBA season. I'm gonna put you on the spotlight.
Man, Ja, please come back and stop posting guns. And man, we gonna catch. I think a lot of teams still have time to turn things around.
Yeah, I would say, man, I'm just tired of Atlanta being 50-50. I really want them to come out of their shell and really just turn up like they're supposed to do. They have the hype. You know, we have the stars coming out there and showing love. You got Migos, you got Ludacris. They all be out there at the games. You got new celebrities, of course, coming out there. They're out there, so we just need to give them a show. And we have the talent, of course. We have depth too. It's not like we don't have people coming off the bench. We got Bogey. Yeah. We got Sadiq Bey. We got even some of the younger folks. You know, we got a team. We just got to finish. And I was watching some of the games, especially the game against the Knicks. I was really disappointed in how we finished. We took control in the fourth. And then it's like the final minutes, they just decided not to play anymore.
Yeah.
But
especially against the Knicks. Nobody likes losing to the Knicks. The Knicks are like the Cowboys of
yeah.
of the NBA.
You know, I hate that we have to mention the Cowboys every time we have a podcast or anything. I guess it's like it's gonna turn into it feel like we just hating on Cowboys every time. So and last
I'm hating on them. Y'all can say I'm hating on them.
I mean, I don't like them either, but like even last episode we talked about the Cowboys because Mike brought them up, and I was like, please don't bring him up because you're gonna start something up in me, and I did end up like trashing on him because he was like, oh, y'all just don't like Texas teams. I was like, it's not about Texas, it's about just the Cowboys, and that's it. I like all the other Texas teams. I can't say I don't.
Yeah, but New York fans and Cowboys fans, they need help.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can be a Knicks fan anyway. They're a multi-million-dollar franchise and they haven't won anything. We have an excuse because we don't have that much money, but
exactly. You would think we would have more money, but it's crazy.
Yeah, but that's a wrap on this episode. Thank y'all for joining. Sure. This is 285 Live. I'm your boy Mad Dog. Up there is Priesthood. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all be blessed. Tune in next time.
Yep. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, follow, all that stuff. You're gonna see our faces more often. So get ready for that. Next episode, we're gonna be talking about college football. We're gonna be trying to get some wrestle talk on these episodes. So we're gonna be talking about John Cena. If y'all are John Cena fans, I'm not. So prepare for that. But yeah,
it look like we getting it all in the NBA right now with Draymond choking everybody else.
Yeah, Draymond, calm down, Draymond.
Might have him a career set up in the WWE, man.
Right, calm it down, Draymond. We want to see y'all play. We want to see everybody at full effect. But thank y'all again. Thank y'all for who joined. We got 3 people out of the 100. That's still good. I'll take it. So I really appreciate y'all. Whoever tuned in, thank you for joining.